What's the worst part about being a quadruplet? People think it's cool having 3 identical brothers, but let me tell you what really happens. My name is Alex, and I have 3 brothers named Brandon, Connor, and Dylan. We're all exactly 17 minutes apart. Growing up, nobody could tell us apart, not even our teachers. Our own grandmother would line us up and guess which one was which. She was wrong about 60% of the time. But the absolute worst part wasn't the confusion or sharing everything. It was what happened when we turned 16 and started dating. I'd been crushing on this girl Melissa from my chemistry class for months. She was smart, funny, and actually talked to me like I was a real person instead of just one of the quadruplets. Finally worked up the courage to ask her to homecoming. She said yes, and I was over the moon. Spent my entire summer job money on a suit and flowers. This was going to be perfect. The night of the dance, I picked her up at 7 sharp. Her parents took a million pictures and we drove to the school gymnasium in my mom's minivan. Everything was going great. We danced to 3 songs and she was laughing at my terrible jokes. I thought this might actually be the start of something real. Then she excused herself to go to the bathroom. While she was gone, my brother Connor walked up to me. He was supposed to be homesick with the flu. Instead, he was at my school dance wearing the exact same suit as me. Thanks for the warm-up, he said with this smirk. Melissa's really into me now. She's been texting me all week thinking I was you. My stomach dropped. Connor pulled out his phone and showed me dozens of messages between him and Melissa. Sweet messages where she called him Alex and talked about how excited she was for homecoming. Except she'd been texting Connor the whole time, not me. He'd been pretending to be me for over a week, responding to her messages and making plans that I knew nothing about. When Melissa came back from the bathroom, she walked straight up to Connor and kissed him, right in front of me. She had no idea she was kissing the wrong brother. I just stood there watching my date make out with my identical brother while my heart completely shattered. The worst part, Connor was better at being me than I was. He was funnier, more confident, said all the right things. For the rest of the night, I watched Connor dance with the girl I'd been dreaming about for months. Every time Melissa looked at me, she'd wave and smile, thinking I was some random guy who looked like her date. The next Monday at school, Melissa approached me in the hallway. Alex, I had such an amazing time at homecoming. You were so different than usual, more outgoing. I had to tell her the truth, that she'd spent the entire night with my brother, not me, that every text message she thought she'd sent to me had actually gone to Connor. She was devastated. Not because she'd been tricked, but because she realized she liked Connor better than me. The fake version of me was more appealing than the real thing. They dated for 8 months after that. I had to watch my brother hold hands with my dream girl in the hallways every single day. Had to sit across from them at family dinners while they laughed at inside jokes. The really messed up part, my parents thought it was hilarious. Boys will be boys, my dad said when I complained. My mom just shrugged and said, at least she's dating one of my sons. Connor never apologized. He said I should thank him for showing me that Melissa wasn't really interested in the real me anyway, that he'd done me a favor by revealing her true feelings. But here's what nobody understands about being a quadruplet. You spend your whole life wondering who you really are when you look exactly like 3 other people. And the worst feeling in the world is finding out that someone you care about prefers the fake version of you over the real thing. That was 5 years ago. Connor and Melissa broke up junior year, but the damage was done. I never tried to date anyone seriously again because I was too afraid they'd like one of my brothers better. Being a quadruplet means never knowing if people like you for you, or just because you remind them of someone else they actually prefer.